Wow, it's a real pleasure to be here, especially with the actual microphone that was used in Nickelodeon's You Can't Say That on Television.
Yeah!
It turns out it's green because they said water a bunch and got slimy. If you don't get that joke, maybe you're a little too young to remember that Nickelodeon series. At any rate, my name's Paul. It's a pleasure to be here. I've really dreamed of doing comedy for a long time. You know, I don't know how many people out there are doing comedy, wanted to do comedy. Maybe you don't remember when you first realized when you wanted to do comedy, but I know the first time that I wanted to do comedy, I was in therapy because my parents were getting divorced, and I was 5 years old, right? And I was talking about how shitty my life was, and the therapist said to me, hey, you know what? You should really consider doing stand-up. And I was like, wow, you're a fucking terrible therapist. Thank you. I'm gonna take that with me and unearth that as though I'm a grave digger unearthing a corpse some 30 years later. So, thanks to that therapist, unnamed therapist. So I just wanted to talk a little bit. Shout out to Evan there, that was awesome. I want to let you know, what a nice guy with he's got the Planet Fitness black card so he can bring a guest. And you know what's clutch about that, ladies? Planet Fitness is a no judgment zone. So even if Evan wants to judge you, he can't, because that's Planet Fitness. All right, just a heads up. That's a pro level dating technique. All right, so I just want to talk a little bit here about, you know, a lot of people don't know this about me. Oh, thank you. I was turning into the wife from The Shining there. I don't know if you've ever seen that, where Ash goes like 2 inches long. Very niche reference. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about acronyms and how sometimes they're a little bit too long. They kind of lose their meaning. The acronym's too fucking long, all right? Like, let's get this together, community. LGBTQIATS. That's too much. That's you know, a little shout out to our friend from Hawaii. That's a mouthful. That's too much, okay? LGBTQIATS. What does that stand for? Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual, allies, and then my personal favorite, the TS, the twin spirit. If you didn't know what a twin spirit was, you're not alone. Twin spirit is a designator reserved for Native Americans that believe that there is both a male and female spirit inhabiting their body, and they have to be recognized by their tribal elders as having been a twin spirit. Last time I checked, there were 8 twin spirit members in the U.S. So there's 8 twin spirits, and they got 2 letters of the acronym. They got a great lobbying team, okay? The rest of us need to get our shit together. Especially because there's infighting. As a bisexual man, there's a lot of like, yo, you're perpetuating the gender binary. And it's like, whoa, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. So at any rate, here's my solution. We just change the acronym down to NS, and it means not straight. Okay, so that's everybody included. You don't need 96 flags, you don't need a million colors, it just means not straight. So you're straight or you're not straight, and the flag could be really simple. It'll be a black outline of the flag, right? So you know where the flag's defined borders are. And then black block letters that say NS, so you can clearly see it, but it'll otherwise be clear with an opalescent sheen behind it, kind of like a dragonfly wing. So it's clear that anybody can be involved, but with a little bit of a rainbow tinge, so you know you're not fucking straight, right? So that's my solution, and here's the reason why, is because there's a bunch of pedophiles that are trying to get in on the acronym game. These pedophiles want to be called minor attracted people, MAP, right? That's too long. They got a terrible group. What they ought to have as a wordsmith is they should call themselves chomosexuals, okay? If you don't get that joke, it's because chomo means child molester in prison talk. So chomosexuals. If you don't give them the identifier as a sexual identity group, they're going to pitch to be a race, and then they're going to call themselves Chomo sapiens. Thank you very much.